be receiving lots and lots of people to do interviews with him who were coming from newspapers and magazines who really didn't know very much about Sherlock Holmes or cared very much about him. But I did and do, and he was very interested in what I had to say. When the PR girl came to take me away, he said, "Oh no, we're fine. Bring us a coffee and we'll carry on." And I was with Jeremy for over an hour. He was absolutely charming. And I remember that was about Wednesday, and at the weekend I got a telephone call in the evening, just before I was about to have my evening meal. And I was a little bit annoyed because the evening meal was on the table. Who was ringing me at this time? And I picked the phone up rather ungraciously. I said, "Hello." And he said, "Hello, David, it's Jeremy here." Thank you, God, for me not saying Jeremy who. It was Jeremy, and he said, "I just want to correct something I said in my interview with you." He was that kind of bloke. I would just like to read a couple of extracts from Bending the Willow, which I think in a way sets up what I feel about Jeremy and what I think he means to you. What is acting? Let me tell you, it is a trivial pursuit, one in which grown men and women put on clothes that are not theirs, adopt voices that are not theirs, pretend to be someone they are not, living and feeling a life that is not theirs. All this is done in the name of entertainment, and we, their audience, are the gullible conspirators in this pursuit. We accept the pretense, go along with it, and allow ourselves to laugh or cry at the thought of the presentation. There are wars going on out there in the real world. There's real crime, real pain, real blood, real tragedy, real farce. Why have we need for acting? Why do we indulge these liars, these dissemblers? Why has mankind, in all civilizations, in all countries, and throughout all history, indulged these people? Because actors ennoble us. They provide the mirror which is held up to nature to reveal the human beast in all its manifestations, in all its dilemmas. They explore the human condition so that, with the aid of their diabolical collaborators, the writers, they reveal the meaning, the futility, and the beauty of life. We understand why we are what we are because of actors. We can do without politicians, we can do without soldiers, we can do without businessmen, we can do without so many of the supposedly important cogs in the machine of life. We cannot do without actors, because without them, we would not be ourselves. Jeremy Huggins was an actor. He was an actor who shone because he was dangerously real. He was brilliant and shone to the very end. Just finally, in regards to Sherlock Holmes and the Granada series.
Johnny.
In the world of film, television and theatre, there are moments when there is a magical yoking together of star to villain, a combination which enriches each element and ultimately elevates and illuminates both. Without doubt, this happened in the early 1980s when Granada Television in Britain gave producer Michael Fox the opportunity to set up the Sherlock Holmes series and to offer the leading part to Jeremy Brett. Brett became not only the Sherlock Holmes of his generation, but also to many the definitive impersonator of Arthur Conan Doyle's immortal. Brett became the man Conan Doyle had created, particularly in the early episodes of the series, before ill health dogged him and hampered his performance. Breathing fresh and vigorous life into literature's favourite detective. I would treasure, and will treasure, all the memories of my chats with Jeremy, which started often with Sherlock Holmes and Conan Doyle, but went off into other realms. And as Roger said, brilliant, entertaining man, kind too. And I know that all the people who worked with on the Granada series thought of him as sweetie. So it's wonderful that we've now got two elements to recognise him in this location where he lived. Thank you for your attention. I bring greeting from Michael Cox, the man who cast Jeremy Brett as Sherlock Holmes. Unfortunately, Michael's health has not been good over the last few years, and he's not in a position to come today, but he sends his best wishes. And I've been asked to read a couple of messages. This from Ronald Pickup. I have been cast as Rosalind in the forthcoming all-male As You Like It. At the time, quite a big public talking point. So, about a month before rehearsals began, I had no idea who was to play Orlando. One late afternoon, I was on the packed escalator at Waterloo Tube going up, and coming down was a very dashing, Byronic figure, familiar of course, who suddenly yelled across at me, "Oh, my beautiful Rosalind." It was, of course, our Jeremy, who had just been cast as Orlando. I'd never met him, so this meeting had a very un-English lack of inhibition, which marked the beginning of a wonderful, joyous working relationship, driven by Jeremy's huge generosity of spirit on stage and in friendship. His time at the National, like so much in his extraordinary life, was for him a festival, his favourite word, a word which describes the part he played in all of our lives, a dear, much-missed friend. Well, that from Ronald Pickup, this from Charles Kay. Jeremy was one of my closest pals for 35 years. We acted together, socialised together, and had many friends in common. I value his memory more than I can say. He was the most generous of men, so enthusiastic for and caring of his fellow performers. He left us too soon, but his wonderful legacy on TV and film is for all to see now and in the future, and that makes me so happy for him. Charles Kay, Ronald Pickup, unfortunately neither of them able to be with us today, thanks to prior commitments. I'm sure there are people here who will know exactly what it's like for working actors, but we thank them both for their contribution. So, this, have you met her yet? This is the lady behind all today's event, Maureen Whittaker.
I wondered if other people would like to come up and say something about Jeremy. Something that they feel they'd like to share with us. I know Marcus has got a lovely story. Maybe he would start us off, but anybody else? We have got a little time before we do the official inauguration event. So if you've got things you'd like to share, it's time to do it.
Hello everybody, I took Jeremy's photographs when he was working at the Wyndham's Theatre. I was very grateful to be able to do that, and it's something I've never forgotten. About 5 years ago I did write down a little book online, my memory of that day, and thank God I did, because memory's fading. So I'd like to read you a couple of quotes which are relevant, I hope. Is it working? Magic touch. I knew there was something missing. Glasses. the other ones. I've only recently started needing glasses, and I often not the most slick of presentations, I'm afraid. Jeremy was an incredible heart, with gestures grander than before, and he flicked through the prints. Obviously not used to public speaking. Wyndham's 13th of October, 6:45 p.m, dressing room 1. Jeremy was wearing red socks and in a buoyant mood to match. White hands and dark linen jumper completed Mr. Owen's off-stage look. One had no doubt of standing in the same room with somebody of outstanding presence. Jeremy was pure charm, and his abundant energy making his television appearances seem tame by comparison. It was truly I like it all. There were red roses galore, small and large bouquets placed at random in most places I looked. Jeremy being one of life's true romantics, he, on occasion, was prone to sending himself flowers, always red roses and with a card to himself. This would bring him cheer and make Jeremy's world what it was. Not that he needed to do this, and he had many adoring fans more than willing to oblige. We agreed to take pictures of Mr. Brett, red socks and all, and not of Mr. Holmes. This was offered, but declined, as I thought that I had my hands full as it was, and any further supplements or enhancements to his character would render my camera infertile.